Welcome to The Explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled you're joining us today because we're tackling something that's literally reshaping how we work. We aren't just entering a brief season or some trendy year of AI agents. We're looking at an entire decade of massive AI innovation. So if you're a business leader, a product manager, or honestly just someone who wants to stay ahead of the curve, getting a grip on this longer horizon is absolutely crucial. The organizations that actually win this, they won't be the ones just shoving half-baked solutions out the door today. They're going to be the ones systematically building real competency. So today, we're going to structure that exact journey for you.
Okay, let's dive right into this because this idea completely resets the board. A lot of folks just kind of lump generative AI and agentic AI together, but they are radically different. Gen AI is fantastic, right? It talks, it writes, it creates, but an agent AI actually acts. It takes action on your behalf. And true agentic AI, that is a total evolutionary leap. It decides, it plans its next move, it remembers past interactions, and it actively improves over time. We're moving from these passive chatbots to totally autonomous problem solvers. Getting that distinction down is the absolute foundation for everything we're exploring today.
So here's our roadmap. We'll start by looking beyond the chatbot illusion, then we'll break down the 12 agent components. After that, we'll map out climbing to true agency, show you how to scale to production safely, and finally, we'll wrap up with your curated AI toolkit.
Section 1. Beyond the chatbot illusion, tearing down the perfect viral demo.
We've all seen them, right? Those absolutely perfect viral AI demos on social media. They look like pure magic, but honestly, they trick executives into deploying solutions that just aren't ready for the real world. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly why those projects crash and burn. Just look at the stark contrast. In a demo environment, everything is flawless. The conditions are controlled, the inputs are exact, your data is totally pristine. But cut to month 3 of production reality, absolute chaos. You're suddenly dealing with messy data, APIs that constantly flake out, and users asking incredibly vague, confusing questions. In reality, a basic chatbot is going to crash, freeze, or, my personal favorite, just confidently make things up when it gets confused. You need a much more robust system to survive reality.
Section 2. The 12 agent components. Why your single LLM isn't an agent.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that the absolute biggest mistake organizations make is thinking a connected large language model, an LLM, is the finish line. It's not. It's just component number 1. Real AI agents are dense, fully complete systems that require a ton of infrastructure. It's not just one piece of software. It's a resilient, interconnected system. Look at the 3 main pillars. You've got your core engine, right? That's your language interface, memory, and reasoning. Then there's the action layer. That's where the agent actually does stuff, using tools, planning tasks, collaborating. And absolutely crucially, on the right, you have safety and operations. This handles your guardrails, logging, and performance evaluation. Seriously, if a vendor can't explain how all 12 of these components work together in their system, they aren't selling you a true agent.
And the stakes for getting this right, they're super high. Building a system with all 12 components right from the start takes about 2 to 3 months of focused work. But if you skip components just to rush a single LLM to market, chasing that viral demo hype, you are creating a massive mountain of technical debt. When it inevitably breaks in production, it's going to take you 6 to 12 months just to tear it all down and rebuild it correctly. Doing it right the first time is significantly faster.
Section 3. Climbing to true agency. Mapping levels 1 through 5. So how do we actually build this the right way? Well, we can map this journey across 5 stages, or roughly 5 months of capability development. Month 1 is purely about foundations, just getting your team fluent in the basic vocabulary, things like tokens and transformers, so everyone has realistic expectations. Month 2 moves into prompting and reasoning, creating outputs you can actually rely on. By month 3, we hit RAG, or Retrieval Augmented Generation. In plain business terms, that just means hooking the AI up to your specific organizational knowledge bases so it actually knows your proprietary facts. Month 4 adds tool use through secure API connections, so now the AI can actually update your CRM or query a database. And finally, by month 5, all of this culminates in level 5, true agency.
Let's clearly define what happens at that pivotal month 5. True agency is that massive transition from passive chatbots that just spit out text into autonomous problem solvers that pursue specific goals through multi-step reasoning and action sequences. It's a complete paradigm shift. But hey, here's a crucial warning. Do not try to build a general-purpose agent at this stage. That's a huge pitfall. You want to start with narrow, well-defined, single-purpose tasks. Let the agent completely master one specific workflow before you even think about expanding its scope.
Section 4. Scaling to production safely. Mapping levels 6 through 10.
Let's move to the next phase and see how this builds into a highly sophisticated ecosystem. Once you've got true agency working for specific tasks, you've got to expand and protect it. Month 6 introduces advanced memory, meaning the agent actually remembers users and past context. Month 7 is incredible, multi-agent systems. This is where specialized agents collaborate together. Think like a researcher agent handing data off to a writer agent, who then gets checked by a QA agent. But notice what happens immediately in months 8 and 9. We wrap all those powerful capabilities in rigorous evaluation and safety protocols. We're talking guardrails, input filtering, model control protocols. Without those, you don't have a business tool, you have a total liability. All of this is what ultimately leads to Level 10, true production deployment.
At Level 10, theoretical magic meets the cold, hard realities of the enterprise. This is all about total cost of ownership and ROI. To survive here, you have to have robust architectural frameworks. You absolutely need strict economic monitoring. You have to track those token and API costs so your budget doesn't just quietly explode. You also need continuous drift detection to catch if the AI model starts getting worse over time. And of course, the whole thing has to integrate seamlessly into your existing tech stack.
Section 5. Your Curated AI Toolkit. Practical applications to start today.
So we've covered the high-level enterprise roadmap, but what can you, as a focused learner or leader, do right now? I want to give you a curated toolkit to accelerate your personal workflows today. First up, automating web research using the Claude and Chrome extension. It's a super simple 5-step process. You just install the extension, navigate to literally any site, like Zillow or Amazon, and then prompt Claude with natural language, something like, "Find me a 3-bedroom house under $800,000 with a garage." Claude then physically interacts with the page for you. It scans it, clicks around, gathers the data, and instantly gives you curated results. It entirely eliminates manual searching right inside your browser. It's wild.
Another total game changer is Claude Artifacts. This lets non-technical users spin up fully functional applications in minutes. You just initiate creation in the sidebar, articulate your idea like, "Hey, I need a lead qualification tool," and Claude will actually ask you follow-up questions to refine what you want. Within moments, it generates a working app, instantly, without you writing a single line of code. You can just iterate on it right there and deploy it. It is an absolutely amazing way to rapidly prototype your internal tools. But look, as you build all these amazing tools and agents, you have to critically analyze their long-term impact. So the crucial point is implementing a rigorous pre-mortem analysis, and we do that using the second-order consequences map. Before you ever launch an agent, you have to map out those direct, first-order results. But then you trace the chain reaction, the second and third-order effects. How exactly does this shift the incentives and behaviors of your stakeholders out in the real world? This framework really forces you to optimize for realism rather than just blind optimism.
Look, I know we've covered a massive amount of ground today, and the AI landscape can feel incredibly overwhelming. But here is the most comforting takeaway from this entire roadmap. You do not need to master every single AI platform out there to win in this agent decade. Success isn't going to come from tool exhaustion. It comes from intentional experimentation. Just start small. Pick one platform that fits your current goals and just begin building that baseline knowledge.
I want to leave you with a final provocative thought drawn straight from that consequences map we just talked about. As you start experimenting, as you plan your own roadmap for the next decade of AI, ask yourself, what ultimate system or equilibrium will your AI agent produce over time? Is it just going to be a temporary gimmick, or will it fundamentally elevate how your entire organization operates? The tools are right here, the roadmap is clear, and the next step is entirely up to you. Thank you so much for joining me in this explainer, and keep experimenting.